What up, everybody? Your boy Sting Very Cool here back. We talk about the late great DMX. What they really want right after this intro. Yeah, boy. We're gonna talk about the late great DMX, one of my favorite star artists. Rest in peace. No, he passed on in 2021. So there's some info about him. I think we might skip the controversial info. I don't know. Just had to see. Yeah, boy. Rest these. Hope everyone had a good day today. Yes. Yeah, boy. Let's go. There we go. As soon as I get the right one. All right, so like I'll view your comments after this because I'm gonna be gonna look at the other screen. Talk about the late great DMX. Let's get it pop. Earl Simmons, born December 18th, 1970, passed on April 9th, 2021. Known professionally as DMX, was an American rapper and actor, regarded as an influential figure in the late 1990s and early 2000s hip hop. His music is characterized with his aggressive rapping style, with lyrical content verified from hardcore themes to prayers. DMX began rapping in the early 1990s. Okay, here we go. In the early 1990s, after an unsuccessful tenure on Columbia Records, he signed with Rough Riders Entertainment in a joint venture with Def Jam Recordings to release his debut studio album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, in 1998, which was met with critical and commercial success, selling 251,000 units its first week and yielding the Billboard's Hot 100 Top 40 Singles Rough Riders anthem. It was the first of 5 of his albums that consecutively debuted atop of the Billboard 200, with DMX becoming the first artist in the charts history to do so. His second album, Flesh of My Flesh and Blood of My Blood, 1999, was followed by a third, and then there was X. 1999 also as well. Basically, the two albums in 1 year, just like Tupac did. I don't think Biggie did or Eazy did. I can't remember any other rapper that did two song albums in 1 year. Well, Tech Nine did. I think in '09 with KOD and Psychology 101, which became his highest, his best-selling release, and was supported by his second top 40 single, "Party Up in Here." Y'all gonna make me act a fool. That one. His fourth album, Great Depression in 2001 with "We Ain't Going Anywhere, We Right Here," was followed by his fifth album, Grand Champ in 2003 with "It's Gonna Give to You What." You know, it's gonna give to you. Remember that? Happy Up I was just now born in 2003, which was led by the single Where the Hood At. Included international bonus track It's Gonna Give It to You. All through his following releases, trailed critically and commercially by 2021, DMX has sold 75 million records worldwide. DMX was featured in films such as Belly in 1998, alongside Nas, Romeo Must Die in 2000, and Cradle to the Grave in 2003, alongside Jet Li, Exit Wounds in 2001, and Beyond the Law with Steven Seagal and Michael J. White. Honorable mentions was in, and see who else. I forgot the third dude that was in the Predator movie. Something Bixby or something was in also in Exit Wounds. Honorable mentions, and Beyond the Law, 2019, alongside Steven Seagal. The Last Hour, 2008, alongside Michael Madison. In 2006, he starred in the reality TV television series DMX Soul of a Man, which was primarily aired on the BET Cable network. In 2003, he published the book Earl, period E, period A, period R, period L, period, the autobiography of DMX early life. Earl Simmons was born on December 18th, 1970, in Mount Vernon, New York. Shout out to New York. He was the son of a 19-year-old Arnett Simmons and 18-year-old Joe Barker. Simmons was the middle child of the family. He had given birth to a daughter, Benita, 2 years prior, and later gave birth to one daughter, Shayla, and two stillborn sons. His father, Becker, painted watercolor paintings on streets scenes to sell at local fairs, having moved to Philadelphia to fulfill his career. In his childhood years, Simmons first suffered from physical violence at the hands of his mother and was diagnosed with bronchial asthma. He was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. He disassociated himself from the spirituality after he was injured in an accident by a driver. At the age of 5, his mother sent him to live with his relatives in Yonkers school street housing apartments. After suffering from his mother's abuse, he was expelled from a middle school at the age of 10, having having sent to a group home. He then returned to Yonkers at the age of 15, sleeping in empty storage bins and befriending stray dogs. Due to the poor grades at Yonkers Middle High School, Simmons was unable to finish his track and field team schedule. Broke, he robbed several students to find food and clothing for himself, as well as a leather collar and harness for his pet dog. He began carjacking. Musical career, 1985 to 1995. Career beginnings. His career began in 1985 when he beatboxed for a local rapper named Ready Ron. They would hold up. They would do small shows together where Ron would perform as a rapper and DMX would beatbox and provide ad libs. After some time, he realized Ron was becoming more prominent on the scene, so he decided to start rapping himself under the name DMX, an acronym for Divine Master of the Unknown, and later Darkman X. After serving 2 year prison sentence, he began writing his own lyrics and performing at the local recreation center for younger children in 1988. While in prison for carjacking, he began dedicating more of his free time to writing lyrics and battling other inmates. During this time, he had created a style called Spellbound, where he spelled each word out letter by letter. He and future rival Case Solo engaged in battles. He later made an appearance on the Stretch Armstrong and Babadook show in January 1991, where he provided a freestyle. The source praised DMX in his Ups Unsigned Hype column that highlighted unsigned hip hop artists. In 1991, DMX signed a management deal with the unknown record label Rough Riders Entertainment. Later that year, Columbia Records signed DMX to its subsidiary labels, Chaos Records and Rough House Records, which released his major debut single Born Loser in 1993. Failing to meet commercial projections and not reaching any music charts, he was then terminated from his contract with Rough House and became an independent artist. In January 1994, Death Row Records attempted to sign the rapper to in a joint venture with Rough Riders, although this never materialized. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. You know that happened. See, 1996, in 1996 to 1997, building hype and signing to Def Jam. After 2 years of struggling in the industry, his friend and associate Irv Gotti, shout out to Irv Gotti, I asked that you, Irv. Is that your job? Yeah. Became with the president in of A&R at Def Jam Records after showcasing for then President Loya Kahan. DMX was signed to Def Jam Records in May 1997. Yeah, here we go. 1998 to 2000. That's when I first found out about DMX in 98. Two debut albums and commercial success. DMX recorded tracks from April 1997 to January 1998 for his debut album. During this time, his guest appearances on Mason singles 24 Hours to Live and Take What's Yours, the lock single Money, Power, Respect, Key to Life, Money, Power, Respect, Have You Eaten Right? Arf, arf. And Def Jam label made LL Cool J single 4, 3, 2, 1. Created by Strong Buzz for his upcoming album in February 1998. He released his debut major label single Get At Me Dog on Def Jam Recordings. The single received an RIAA certification of gold. His first major labels It's Dark and Hell is Hot, which included single Rough Riders Anthem, was then released in May 1998. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart in the US and sold over like Booker T was like 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, over 5 million copies. In December 1998, he released his album Flesh of My Flesh and Blood of My Blood and debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and went multi-platinum. DMX became the only rapper alive to have his first two consecutive #1 billboards. And what's cat, you know, it's consecutive mean back to back. 200 albums within a 1 year period. 7 months by calculation. In the first since Tupac's good recipes Tupac, recipes Biggie, recipes Easy, recipes Tupac, recipes DMX, and honorable mention recipes Big Pun, recipes The Guru, and recipes Jam Master Jay. Tupac's score. DMX record would later be suppressed by two different times in 2020 by Young Boy Never Broke Again, who made the #1 position with 2 albums in 6 months. A month down by proxy, making it the fastest, and also had 3 #1s albums in 10 months between 2019 and 2020, also beating another Billboard record by DMX, involving a quantity of #1 albums within a year. He released his third album, and then there was X, on December 21st, 1999, and it was his third album to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200 and most popular single Party Up in Here, became his first top 10 hit on R&B charts and was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Rap Solo Performance at the 2001 Grammy Music Awards. Grammy Awards, yeah. Album was certified 6 times platinum and was also nominated by Best Rap Album in 2001 Grammy Awards. In 2000, DMX also made a cameo appearance in Sum 41 music video. Makes no difference. Shout out to one of my favorite rock groups, Sum 41. In late 2000, he joined other hip hop and new metal artists on the Anger Management Tour, appearing alongside Limp Bizkit. Shout out to North Carolina's own, one of my hometown heroes, Fred Durst. in Godsmack and Sinister for the second half of the tour for November 24th to December 19th, 2001 to 2004. Returned to music. After improving his legal situation, DMX returned to the studio to complete his fourth album, The Great Depression, which it's released on October 23rd, 2001. It was his fourth album to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200, featuring the singles Who We Be. They don't know who we be. It's be right here. We ain't going anywhere. Be right here. And I miss you. Dedicated to Lady Lee. I miss you after college. I'm just a little nostalgia for me and us 90s kids. It was the fourth album to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200, featuring the singles Who We Be. Hold on. Despite the album's triple platinum certification, its commercial and critical success was lower than his previous album. His fifth album, Grand Champ, released in September. Shout out to that album, 2003. That's when I was 12 years old. September 2003, once again debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, becoming his final album in his lifetime to do so. It included the singles Where the Hood At and Get It on the Floor. Get It on the Floor. Where the hood at. After it releases, he informed the public that he planned to retire, intending a Grand Champ to be his final album. In 2005 to 2011. Year of the Dog again, the definition of X. After the conflict with Def Jam and in exchange for signing Nas, his Billy co-star, to the label in a de facto trade, DMX signed to Columbia Records, Def Jam's former parent company, in January 2006. Returning to the label since 1992, he recorded his sixth album, Year of the Dog, as DMX would do. Again, while switching between the two labels, which caused numerous delays, it was released on August 1st, 2006. Then debuted at #2 on the Billboard's 200. He released two more singles. Lord, give me a sign. Let me know what's on your mind. And we in here. The album received mixed reviews from critics. On June 12, 2008, Def Jam released his greatest hits album, The Definition of X, Pick of the Litter. In 2011, Def Jam released another compilation album, The Best of DMX, which featured hits singles including Where You the Hood At and It's Gonna Give It to You. In 2009, DMX claimed he will pursue preaching in Jersey City, New Jersey, as well as continue to produce music. He completed a gospel music album prior to his incarceration. According to MTV, he said semi-retired to studio to study the Bible in an effort to give messages behind the pulpit. Amen. 2011 to 2013, Undisputed. On October 11th, 2011, DMX performed at the 2011 BET Hip Hop Awards. He stated that he was working nonstop every day on his seventh album, which was titled Undisputed. A video for a new track titled Last Hope was released via the internet on September 24th, 2011, and was later included on the Way In EP release digitally on May 5th, 2012. In late February 2012, Seven Arts Pictures acquired the catalogs of DMX music and signed DMX to a quadruple the two-album deal. During the performance at New York Santos Party House on December 25th, 2011, DMX stated that the new album would be titled Undisputed and would be released on March 26, 2012. After numerous delays, the album was eventually released on September 11th, 2012. See, in 2012, I went like 11, no, 21, I think. 21. On February, and featured productions from Swiss Beats. Out Swiss Beats, one of my favorite producers. Tip my hat off to him and tip my hat off to J.R. Writing. With a guest appearance by MGK. Of course, tip my hat off to MGK. 2013 to 2021. Def Jam Reunion and Exodus. Good album. In 2013, DMX announced he had begun working on his eighth studio album. He collaborated with producer Swiss Beats once again and Dame Grease. I don't know who Dame Grease is, but shout out to Dame Grease. Yeah. In December, after regaining his passport, he embarked on a world tour with performances in Bogota and Kosovo. On January 7th, 2015, Seven Arts Music announced that DMX would be releasing Redemption of the Beast. The following week, however, close to the personal friend and recording collaborator, producer slash rapper slash entrepreneur Swiss Beats and DMX management confirmed that this was false. On January 13th, 2015, Seven Arts Music released Redemption of the Beast within acquiring a legal artist contract on January 15th, 2015. It was announced by DMX brother slash manager Montana that DMX was no longer signed to Seven Arts Music and that they would be taking legal action against Seven Arts Music for the unauthorized release of Redemption of the Beast. Longtime collaborator Swiss Beats stated that two other collaborators on the album would be Kanye West, Kanye, shout out to Kanye West, and Dr. Dre, shout out to Dr. Dre. His 2003 song "It's Gonna Give It to You" was featured in the 2016 film Deadpool. I remember that like it was yesterday. I remember that commercial. Sexy mother trucker, Captain Deadpool, and in its trailers. On January 28th, 2016, DMX released a new song titled Blood Red and produced by Divine Bars. On January 11th, 2017, DMX released a new song produced by Swiss Beats titled Bane is Back. September 20th, 2019, DMX signed a new record deal with Def Jam Recordings, reuniting with the label for the first time since 2003 album Grand Champ. He joined fellow label mate LL Cool J. Shout out to LL Cool J. Hats off to LL Cool J. One of my favorite rappers, LL Cool J, the man. In the reunion with the label, DMX's eighth posthumous studio album, Exodus, was released to Def Jam on May 28th, 2021. Personal life, religion. DMX was a born again Christian and stated that he reads the Bible every day. While in jail, DMX stated that he had a purpose for being there. I came here to meet somebody. Don't know who it was, but I know when I see him. And I came here to give him a message, and the message Jesus loves him. DMX was a transitional deacon and aspired to become ordained as a pastor, stating that he received a call in 2009. In 2016, he gave a sermon at a church in Phoenix, Arizona. Relationship and children. DMX was the father of 17 children from 11 different women. He married his childhood friend, Tessera Simmons, in 1999, and they were married for 11 years. They had four children together: Xavier, born in 1992, Tacoma, born in 1999, Sean, born in 2002, and Praise Mary Ella, born in 2005. In July 2010, after his first of three incarcerations that year, Tyson announced their separation. They remained friends, although in 2016, the cops accused DMX of missing his $10,000 a month child support. We're gonna not focus on it. We're gonna focus on the good. But he had DMX had a daughter, Sasa, born in 2002. Patricia Trejo in 2012. Trejo sued DMX for $1 million unpaid child support. The case was settled in 2010. DMX and Monique Wayne, Maryland residents fought for her claim, and the father of her son, born in 2005, she sued him for definition of child support. January 2008, was ordered to pay $1.5 million dollars a budget. The judge paid 2008. DMX also fathered a son, daughter, Yadira Barrego. The son was 11 years old. At the time DMX's death by the daughter's age was not known by the general public. DMX's fifth child was born to his fiancee, Desiree Lindstrom, on August 16, 2016. On December 5th, 2019, DMX 16 and 17 children, twin boys, was born in Pebbles, Janelle. DMX did not have a will. As a result, legal battles ensued probate courts following his death. Feud with Ja Rule. Of course, DMX filed bankruptcy 3 times. His first filings was on July 3rd, 2013, citing his child support obligation as a priority claim. The filings was challenged by the United States Trustee Program and was dismissed by the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Manhattan on November 11th, 2013. All right, since we got that out of the way, I don't really like to focus on that part of a rapper. But no, it was part of telling it. But here we go. Feud with Ja Rule. During the 1990s, DMX formed a close bond with fellow up-and-coming rappers Jay-Z and Ja Rule. The three collaborated many times and formed a group known as Murder Inc. It's murder. I like ja Rule, Jay-Z, and DMX, two of my favorite rappers. Of course, no Biggie and Big L and Big Pun from New York too. And the group was short-lived due to internal issues between DMX and Jay-Z after the breakup of the Murder Inc. DMX disparaged Ja Rule in interviews, accusing him of being a copycat, drawing comparisons between himself and what he saw as Ja stealing his signature gruff style of delivery. You know, that's murder. You know, that gruff, groggly from the throat style. DMX released a diss track, They Won't War on a 2002 DJ K-Slay, rest in peace K-Slay, mixtape. Ja Rule never directly responded. DMX also released the single Go to Sleep with Eminem and Obi Trice. Ooh, you know that had to hurt because Obi Trice and Eminem don't really like Jay-Z, Ja Rule. I ain't gonna say they don't like him, but you know the feud between Ja Rule and Ja and 50 Cent. Go do your research. Get the computers and you will see. Eminem and Obi Trice as a part of the Cradle to the Grave soundtrack, with numerous lines directed to Ja Rule. However, as time passed and the feud faded into obscurity, DMX said that he wanted to officially bring it to an end when he was released from prison in 2005. Gotti came to me in jail and said, I want to make peace with you and him. I was like, all right, Gotti, let's do it. He probably was like, all right, Gotti, let's do it. Despite this, DMX and Ja Rule did not officially end their feud until 2009 at VH1's Hip Hop Honors. No, I'm glad like that was ever a few years before DMX passed on. Feud with Jay-Z. When DMX partnered with Jay-Z and Ja Rule and Murder Inc., there was a feud between the two, which also contributed to the failure of the group in working together. According to reports, the feud started in the early 1990s after a rap battle between the two, which led to DMX disdain for Jay-Z. There's this thing for Jay-Z. Prior to DMX death, the feud out through it fizzled out over the years, continued on when DMX said in the Instagram video that he wanted to rap battle Jay-Z on verses. Okay, that would have been a good one. Legal issues. DMX was jailed more than 30 times throughout his lifetime. Various offenses, including criminal possession of a weapon, robbery, assaults, carjacking, animal cruelty, reckless driving, driving under influence, and licensed driving, drug possession, probation violation, failure to pay child support, and pretending to be a federal agent and tax evasion. 1986, 98. DMX was first sent to prison in 1986 after stealing a dog from a junkyard. He served a few months in the juvenile unit and Woodfield Prison in Valhalla, New York. Later that year, he was sentenced 2 years of another criminal industry institution in upstate New York. However, in December 1998, just a few days after starting his sentence, cellmate successful escape to prison. DMX returned home until his mother forced him to turn himself in and finish the sentence, which he did at the McCormick Juvenile Detention Center in Brookstyle, New York. Simmons was sent to prison again in 1988 for carjacking. He was later moved to a higher security prison after attempting to extort a fellow inmate for drugs. He was released in summer of 1988. And of course, officers in 1998 to 1999, when officers at the Fort Lee Police Department executed a search for his home in 1999, DMX promptly surrendered himself on weapons possession charges. DMX faced a 1999 animal cruelty charge in Teaneck, New Jersey, after a dozen pit bulls was found at his home there. The charge was dismissed after the performer agreed to accept responsibilities and record public service announcements for an animal rights group. Probably something like Peter, because Peter don't play. 2000 to 2005, Metro New York. In 2000, DMX served a 15-day jail sentence for possession of marijuana. And DMX served another jail sentence in 2001 for driving without a license and possession of marijuana. His appeal to reduce the sentence was denied. Rather, he was charged with assault on throwing objects at a prison guard. In January 2002, DMX pleaded guilty in New Jersey and to 13 accounts of animal cruelty. 2 counts of maintaining a nuisance, and 1 count each disorderly conduct and possession of drug paraphernalia. He eventually pleaded bargain down to fines, prohibition, and community service, and starring the public service announcement against the dangers of guns and animal abuse. In June 2004, I should say, DMX was arrested on John F. Kennedy International Airport on charges of cocaine possession, impersonation, criminal possession of a weapon, criminal mischief, minister, and driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. While claiming to be a federal agent attempted to carjack a vehicle, he was also given a conditional discharge on December 8, 2004, but pleaded guilty on October 25, 2005 to violating parole. On November 18, 2005, DMX was sentenced to 70 days in the jail of Rikers Island for violating parole, and later in his charge added to a 10-day extension. To the original 6-day sentence, DMX was released early for good behavior. On December 30th, 2005, 2007, DMX homes was raided by animal cruelty. Good. 2013, South Carolina. On February 13, 2013, DMX was arrested in Spartanburg, South Carolina for driving without a license. On July 2013, DMX was arrested again in Greensville County, South Carolina, and charged with driving under the influence of alcohol as well as driving without a license. On August 2013, DMX was arrested again in Greer, South Carolina during a traffic stop after a car he was a passenger in made an improper U-turn. He was arrested due to the outstanding warrant for driving under a suspicion. 4 packages of marijuana also found in the vehicle. He also, with the driver, were cited for DMD. On November 4th, 2013, DMX was again arrested. Again at Greenville Spartanburg International Airport, police near Greer, South Carolina, after police who were familiar with his prior arrest noticed DMX behind the wheel of the vehicle at the terminal. DMX was booked on the charges of driving a suspended license. Unlicensed vehicle. He was subsequently released after spending 3 hours in jail. 2015 New York. On April 5th, 2015, DMX a man accused DMX of robbing him. On June 26, 2015, DMX was arrested in New York, charged with robbery in New York, New Jersey, and failure to pay child support. Of course, on January 14th, 2015, DMX was sentenced to 6 months in jail for failure to pay 400,000. Goodness, that's too much. In child support. On December 14th, 2015, an arrest warrant was issued for DMX after he missed a court hearing and addressed child support issues with his ex-wife, Tasha. 2005 Metro New York. In 2005, DMX served a 15-day sentence of possession of marijuana. He served another jail sentence in 2001 without a license possession of marijuana. His appeal reduced the sentence was denied. Rather, he was charged with assault for throwing objects at prison guards. In January 2002, DMX pleaded guilty for New Jersey to core 13 counts of animal cruelty, 2 counts of maintaining nuisance, and 1 count of community service. I'm scratching my leg on that. Started a public service announcement against the danger of guns, animals abuse. On June 2005, DMX was arrested in John F. Kennedy International Airport on charges of cocaine possession, criminal interpretation, criminal possession of a weapon, criminal mischief, menacing, and driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol while claiming to be a federal agent and attempted to carjack a vehicle. He was given a conditional discharge on December 8th, 2004, was pleaded guilty on December 25th, 2005 for violating parole. On November 18th, 2005, DMX was sentenced to 70 days in jail at Rikers Island for violating parole. Lateness charge added to 10 days since an original 60-day sentence. DMX was released early for good behavior on December 30th, 2005. Of course, 2017 tax filed and evades conviction. In July 2017, DMX was charged with 14 federal counts of tax fraud. Federal prosecutors charged him with a failing to file income tax returns from 2010 to 2015, a period when he earned at least $2.3 million. DMX pleaded guilty to a single count of tax fraud in November 2017. DMX was originally free pending sentencing, but was remained in jail in January 2018, after leaving a drug treatment program ordered by the court relapsing with cocaine and oxycodone. Period. In March 2018, Judge Jed S. Rakoff sentenced DMX 1 year in prison, followed a 3 years of supervision. Release court also ordered DMX to pay 2.29 million in restoration to the government. He was released. He was released from prison on January 25th, 2019. Now, health problems and death. Simmons claimed to be addicted to crack cocaine when he was 14 years old. After Reddy Ron tricked him into smoking marijuana, cigarette laced with the drug. I remember hearing about that. That was a sad story. I think Drink of Champs or whatever it was. DMX was talking about that. Rest in peace, DMX. And shout out to Noriega. I watched a little skip of Drink of Champs earlier when they had the Ozzy Brothers on there. Reddy Ron denied the claim in social media posts after Simmons' death. Simmons entered a drug rehabilitation several times, including in 2002, 2017, and 2019. When he canceled concerts on February 10th, 2016, Simmons was found unresponsive in a parking lot at a Ramada Inn in Yonkers, New York. He was resuscitated by first responders and travesty given Narcan, an opioid reversal drug. He responded quickly to Narcan and became semi-conscious. Simmons was subsequently rushed to the hospital. A witness said he ingested a powdered substance before collapsing, but police found no illegal substance in the property. Simmons stated that it was from an asthma attack. On April 2nd, 2021, at approximately 11 p.m., Simmons was rushed to the White Plains Hospital, where he was reported to be critical condition following a heart attack at the home, possible resulting from a drug overdose. The next day, his attorney, Maury Richmond, confirmed Simmons was on life support. The same night, Simmons suffered cerebral hypoxia as foreign paramedics attempt to resuscitate him for 20 minutes. Simmons' former manager, Nakia Walker, said he was in a vegetable state with lung and brain failure and no current brain activity. His manager, SRC and Loud Records founder Stevie Rifkin, stated Simmons was comatose and that he was set to undergo tests to determine his brain's functionality, and his family will determine what's best from here. And hold up. On the morning of April 9th, 2021, Simmons lost functionally to multiple essential organs, reportedly his liver, kidney, and lungs, and was pronounced dead shortly after at age 50. It was revealed on July 8th by the Westchester County Medical Examiner's Office that Simmons' officially cause of death was cocaine-induced heart attack. Rest in peace to a legend. Legacy. Throughout his nearly 3-decade career, DMX came to empathy, passion, rawness, and pure emotion, honestly, like few hip hop artists ever have, barking his way through his hits like Rough Riders, Anthem, and Get At Me, Dog. One moment and repeating and philosophizing on tracks like Slippin'. The next, he was decidedly anti-commercial approach, but it worked, and it made him the genre's first new superstar in the wake of the killings of Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G. Rest in peace, DMX. Rest in peace, Tupac. Rest in peace, Notorious B.I.G. Three of my favorite rappers in the 90s. To this day, few have been able to reach the heights he did. He's the only rapper to have his first 5 studio albums debuted at #1 and was the first living hip hop artist to have 2 projects go platinum in the same year. The Ringer wrote upon DMX's death. Various celebrities paid tribute through outlets like social media, including former NFL player Torrey Smith, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, Eminem, Gabrielle Union, who co-starred with DMX in the 2003 film Cradle to the Grave, along with Jet Li, who also paid tribute. Backstreet Boys members AJ McLean, Wyclef Jean, Swiss Beats, who DMX collaborated with including on the hit single Rough Riders Anthem, Eve, Missy Elliott, other contributors. Other tributers, including Kelly Rowland, Chris Brown, Lil Durk, Big Sean, Polo G, Metro Boomin, The Weeknd, T.I., Jim Jones, Busta Rhymes, Viola Davis, Mary J. Blige, Al Sharpton, Angie Martinez, Sierra, and various others. The celebration of the life took place on April 24th, 2021, led by Kanye West Sunday Service Choir. They performed several songs in honor of DMX. The memorial took place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn with a limited capacity of 1,900. It was live streamed on DMX YouTube and Instagram accounts. On the way to Barclays, DMX casket was carried by a black monster truck with "Long Live DMX" painted on the side. Processions of hundreds of motorcyclists and hundreds of the hip hop collective Rough Riders rode from DMX's birthplace of Yonkers, New York, to Barclays Center, and between performances gave speeches including Eve, Nas, Swiss Beats, and Rough Riders founders Jaquan Wah D and Darren D. Dean. DMX funerals. DMX funeral, I meant to say. Yeah, DMX funeral. DMX funeral, DMX homegoing celebration took place in New Brooklyn at the Christian Cultural Center on April 25th, 2021. It was a live stream on BET Network and it was YouTube in its YouTube channel. Let me phrase that. And it lasted around 5 hours to a limited capacity of 2,000 people. DMX casket was in the color red and featured the word faith in large print. It was featured in front of the room. People who were in attendance included Nas, Lil Kim, Alicia Keys, and Swiss Beats. Two of my favorite rappers and singers. Swiss Beats and producer, of course, as well as the pastor of the church, Reverend A.R. Bernard Louis Farrakhan, a leader of the Nation of Islam, joined the service via Zoom. With the exception of Alicia Keys, Nas, and Lil Kim, they all gave speeches. DMX's former wife, Teresa Simmons, and Rough Riders founder Y&D also gave a speech. There was some controversial testimonies like former Def Jam chief Lyor Cohen when his video featured an overhead view of a beach and explained how Earl Sims was a wonderful former Def Jam and hold up, was a wonderful man while DMX was a gremlin. Additionally, Def Jam co-founder Russell Sims compared his own issues with drug abuse to DMX via video. And the homegoing, I meant to say, ended with DMX obituary read on stage in a virtual performance by Faith Evans. Shout out to Faith Evans. At the funeral, New York City community leader and peacemaker Erica Ford presented DMX family several citations and proclamations from the New York governors and Senate officer, including a proclamation from the New York State Senate declaring December 18th, DMX's birthday. Earl DMX Simmons Day. Additional situations came from Gov. Andrew Cuomo and Mayor Mike Spano of Yonkers, the hometown of DMX. Cuomo had the flag flying over the state capitol on the day of DMX's death, presented to his family. On June 28th, 2021, his music was represented by former Def Jam label mate Method Man. Shout out to Method Man. I tip my hat off to him. aka Johnny Blaze. Close friends Swiss Beats, Busta Rhymes, and actor Michael K. Williams, who himself would pass away from drug intoxication 5 months later. Yeah, rest in peace, Michael K. Williams. I loved him as Omar from The Wire. And so would say, "Oh snap, it's Omar," but you know the word they said. It rhymes with it. 5 months later, at the BET Awards in 2021, Impact. DMX had a significant impact on hip hop music and is considered a legend in the genre. He's credited, for having defined 2000 raps and for being among the most prolific rappers in this era. He broke and set numerous records. His early work was versatile difference from most mainstream hip hop music at the time, while Puff Daddy and other artists of the Bad Boy Records labels were at the height of popularity, characterized by their big budget videos, lavish parties throwing, and dance floor ready music. DMX achieved success with more dark, aggressive, rugged, less marketable style. That is true. According to an Apple Music radio host, it was a complete 180. Puff was controlling the clubs. You were watching Bad Boy Records pop bottles, wear Rolexes, Jesus pieces, Coogee sweaters. Big, he wore some Coogee sweaters and Jesus pieces. And Big was smooth. Easy taught you the business side. Tupac taught you to be yourself, to be cool, be awesome. Then here comes this crazy, energetic figure from Yonkers. Oh yeah, Yonkers stand up. Tip my hat off to Yonkers. New York, baby. Figure from Yonkers with the Tims in the bandanas, running around with pit bulls, giving a perspective of on the streets that a lot of people weren't familiar with and taking commands of what hip hop didn't look like. DMX commercially successful, violent lyricism helped popularize the horrorcore genre. Now here we go. One of my favorite parts of talk about my favorite rappers. Let your history with their music and their season. Go check these seasons out. My fellow young people and the old school, old heads. The managed more in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Here we go. Studio albums. It's Dark and Hell is Hot, 1998. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, 1998. And then there was X, 1999, The Great Depression, 2001, Grand Champ, one of my favorite albums, Grand Champ, 2003, The Year of the Dog again, good album too. 2006, Undisputed, another good album, 2012, and Exodus, another good album, 2021. But Dark is, I'll go by It's Dark, Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and then there's X, Great Depression, Grand Champ are also my top albums. The other three ain't bad, but I guess like the styles of growing up off of them make them my top ones. Now here we go, another thing, so you can hear his compliments. Awards and nominations. Year, we're going by year. Nominated work, award, and results. Here we go. 2001, and then there's X. Also in 2001, Party Up in here. Best rap album nominated. Best rap solo performance nominated. 2002, Who We Be. Best rap solo performance nominated. 2022, Bath Salt with Nas and Jay-Z. Best rap song nominated. American Music Award, same thing, going by year, nominated work, award, and results. 2000, DMX favorite rapper slash hip hop artist won. 2001, DMX favorite rapper slash hip hop artist nominated. That we going on. MTV Video Music Awards was going by year, nominated work, award, and results. 1999, Rough Riders Anthem, Best Rap Video nominated. 2000, Party Up in Here, Best Rap Video nominated. 2001, No Sunshine, one of my favorite songs. I remember that time, 2001, when ain't no sunshine, when it's gone, darkness every day. He sampled that Bill Matthews song. Bill Matthews like a rap singer from I think the 60s and stuff. Go do your history, you will love it. He's a good singer. Very influential to hip hop. Best video from a film nominated, which the film was Exit Wounds. I remember that. One of my boy Mark White, who played Spawn, Blood and Bone, Black Dynamite. 2002, Who We Be, Best Rap Video nominated, Best Breakthrough Video nominated. 2006, Touch It Remix, Best Rap Video nominated, Best Male Video nominated. I love that. Touch It Remix, and Who We Be was good too. Billboard Music Awards, year, nominated work, award, results. 1999, DMX, Top R&B Album Artist of the Year, 1. Now we're going filmography, we're going by year, title, role, notes. Let's go. Let's make it cracking. 1998, Belly, Tommy Buns Bundy. 2008, Romeo Must Die, Backstage, and Baracus Bond. Silk himself and himself. Basically, he played Silk and Romeo Must Die. He played himself in Backstage. Backstage, he played himself. And Baracus Bond, he played himself. Now, 2001, Exit Wounds, Latrell Walker. 2003, Cradle to the Grave, and Anthony Fate. 2004, Never Die Alone, King David. 2006, Father of Lies, Paul, directed DVD. 2007, Death Toll, The Dog, directed DVD. 2008, Last Hour and Lords of the Streets. Last Hour, played Blackjack, directed DVD. And also in 2008, Lords of the Street, he played Thorn. Original title, Jump Out Boys. 2009, Lockjaw, Rise of Color Surfing, Nick, directed DVD. The Bleeding, Tag, directed DVD. 2013, King Dog, Terrell T.J. Johnson, directed DVD. Blame It on the Hustle, directed DVD. 2014, Top 5 himself, cameo appearance. Journey to Sundance himself, documentary. 2017, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, Bad, The Boy Story himself, documentary. 2018, Pimp, Midnight John, The After Party himself, cameo. 2019, Beyond the Law, Detective Ray Munch. 2020, Fast and Furious Death Race, Davey. And also in 2020, Chronicle of a Serial Killer, Detective Wright. 2001, DMX Don't Try to Understand Himself, documentary. TBA, Fast Vengeance, post-production, Dogman, Cowboy filming, A Journey to Sundance himself, documentary, video games, yeah boy. 2000, going by year, title, role, and notes. 2002, Street Oops himself, vocals. 2003, Def Jam Vendetta himself, voice, role, and likeness. That's my game. I love playing with DMX. It was DMX, Scarface, and Method Man. And of course, Red too. And last but not least, I'm trying to think, who was the other celebrity I like to play with in Def Jam Vendetta? It was oh yeah, Joe Budden. And television, going by year, title, role, notes. 1998, Chris Rock, so himself. 2000, Moisa himself, Give Me a Break, season 5, episode 18. 2002, 2002, Mad TV himself, 2 episodes. 2002, Half and Half himself, The Big Sister Slaying Soul, season 1, episode 7. 2003, Third Watch, Candide Jones and Lou of Johnson, season 5, episode 92. Also in 2003, Eve Xenon, See Snoops to Conquer, season 1, episode 3. And also in 2003, $2 Bill himself, episode DMX, Method Man, and Ludacris. 2004, Dave Chappelle Show himself, music guest, season 2, episode 16. Jimmy Kimmel Live himself, season 3, episode 57. The Sharon Osbourne Show himself. 2005, Trippin' himself, 2 episodes. 2006, DMX and the Soul of a Man himself, documentary. 2008, Big Pun, The Legacy, documentary, Rest Peace Big Pun. 2011, Life Changes himself, 2 episodes. 2012, Couples Therapy himself, documentary. 2013, Ayana, Fix My Life himself, Fix My Rap Star Life, season 2, episode 1. 2015, Fresh Off the Boat himself, season 2, episode 9. 2017, Black Ink Crew himself, season 5, episode 14. I remember him on Fresh Off the Boat. That movie, it was funny. A good cameo. Woo. And that's the story of my dog. Rest in peace, DMX. No problem, no problem. Congrats and thank y'all for the support. And sorry if it seemed like I lied to y'all. I was supposed to get this better webcam and stuff sooner, but I got it through hard work and dedication, and it looks good. But yeah, rest in peace to DMX. As he would say, "Grrr." And we're gonna end the show with the honorable DMX symbol. Get at me, dog.